We're live.
We're live, are we?
Yeah. So I'm
Got to
just
find it now. Then.
where's the fucking edit settings? Edit privacy, done that. So that's good. Share. So share, send it to you, Swifty, night, Jeff. Ivan.
Yeah, I've got it. There's two people on. I can't even see them. More
Yeah, I got a
people
couple
on,
of
I can't see
people.
them.
I got 2 people on. 3 people. Excellent. Steve's in, Anne's in. Let's have a look who else I can share this to. Share the like. Share to groups, here we go. Let's just get it out there.
See what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this out of the fucking way. It's getting up my tits.
What's that, man?
Oh, you know when stuff just ain't right, just sat quite right.
No, right, that's the way
I
it
don't
is.
know why, but this fucking Facebook is absolute fucking shite, mate.
Pants.
Depending what device you use,
Yeah.
it gives you, when it says share and you push share on one device, it gives you a different option than another device. None of it fucking makes sense. I don't know. They must be changing it on a regular basis. They've got to be. And then when I do it on this phone,
Yeah.
I don't think. No, I don't. I don't have any option of looking at anything on this phone. I just get your screen. That's all I get. So, evening, Steve. Evening, Stan. How was your birthday?
Yeah, that's the best thing. How was his birthday?
I've got no option of sharing it to groups.
I'm sharing it all. Everybody coming in, just share. Everybody coming in, just share. All right.
Yeah.
Share to many people.
Just to share now. None at all.
Yeah.
Apart from a few on a send, which I believe goes to their personal. I'm going to fucking end up slinging this out the window, and it ain't this device's fault. It's this fucking face shite.
It's the face shite we're on. So, how's your day been, bud?
There's got to be another fucking way. There's got to be another way.
Well, I'll have a look at it tonight.
This fucking, what we're doing, mate, is a waste of fucking space. And I haven't found a decent one yet.
No. So, how are you anyway, Dave?
YouTube no fucking better.
So, how is everybody today?
That's people get on them.
You are?
They're all right until too many people get on them.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't be asked. I'm sitting down.
Just sit down and chill out, boy. How's your day been?
My day's been all right, mate.
My day's been cracking, actually.
I might have a bad fucking 5 minutes or a bad hour.
Yeah, but that's okay to have, isn't it? You know. So if everybody shares this out, we'll be all right, Dave. Don't worry. So the weekend, have you recovered?
Who, me?
I was tired. I was knackered yesterday.
No, I'm fine, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah,
good man.
I had a good 4 hours kip last night.
And you had a good catch up with work and everything, yeah?
I don't know if Jeff Nuttall's here. I don't know if he's in. But I got a message about Jeff, a laptop. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, Jeff has told me he's ordering a note from you or something.
I don't know. I'll have to. I haven't been up there today, so I'll be in there tomorrow.
I'll speak to Jeff now in a bit and find out for you. I'll go and give him a ring.
I'll go in the morning and find out what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's it. So.
Tonight, can't hear you enough.
Yeah. So has Stephen come back?
Say getting over.
Has Stephen been back? Stephen Seagal.
Right, I ordered a portion of I ordered Savoy chips last night on my little wander out when I finished it.
Yeah.
And of course they give you enough chips to feed a fucking tribe of people down there.
Yeah.
So what I had left, I stuck on the windowsill, and they were gone this morning. So
they were gone. Yeah, he was probably the pigeons or whatever, you know.
Early doors, I never even heard it.
But good weekend, Dave. Enjoyed the weekend. Thank you very much for the cracking weekend.
Very good. It was the crack, mate. Thanks for driving me about.
You know,
and we just I'm fucking sweating.
And the people who come, thank you very much. And the people who support us, absolutely beautiful. Jeff Nuttall bought a laptop, he said.
Yeah, no, I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out tomorrow.
Yeah,
there was quite a few Chromebooks in there, and I'll make sure see what it is and what's happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless they've already sent it out, but I don't know.
I believe he told them to give it to Dave, to give it to you.
Oh well, there you go.
They'll
know that anyway.
Yeah, Pat Captain put washers in. So yeah, I've had an interesting. Last night I got back. I went and seen Sean. Sean, you know, Sean's family still got COVID, haven't they?
Yeah.
So
his daughters and wife and that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went and seen Sean, and we had a cup of tea, and then I went to the spiritualist church, mate, which I told you about. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant time.
Yeah, you did it on a live earlier. Well,
yeah.
You told me last night where you was going.
I told you last night. You know, I was pumped.
Yeah.
And like you said to me last night, because it come up, I've got to discipline myself. Consistency, persistency, and discipline. It's all right having persistency and consistency, but you've got to have the discipline to keep going.
You got to have, that goes with the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, they said what he's just said.
You know what I mean? So you got to do it. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
well, that's how you got to do it now. Then you know what I mean? It happens. It doesn't matter what fucking system you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why people get killed in war zones because of fuck ups. You know what I mean? Or in Civvy Street even. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
But if you do the set stages that I was telling you about with my faithful books here.
When we talk about set stages, we're about the weekend, but when we had the police running around everywhere.
Well, that's why, because they're the most fucking disorganised fucking group of people you're ever likely to meet in Civvy Street, who should be the most organised. You know what I mean?
They were all over
literally couldn't organise the proverbial brewery job. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you saw it even at the Cenotaph when there was a couple of hundred Gurkhas, but predominantly pensioners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that
biggest
captain turned up and he didn't have a clue what the fuck was going on, or with us, and he didn't have a clue what was going on with his troops that he brought with him.
But the biggest thing is,
done no pre-planning or nothing.
Dave, the biggest thing is, did you see Extinction Rebellion closed down M25 down today?
About 40 of them.
Yeah.
I only ever saw pictures of the same 9 people. 9 people shut the M25 at round Clackett Laneway. Yeah. Somewhere up there, I think it was anyway. But yeah, 9.
What a lot of people.
Because I've heard so many people say to me over the years and sit it on Facebook, we need to shut down the M25. Let's shut down the M25. And people are slating them off, but 40 of them did it. You know what I mean? So fucking there you go. You've been beaten to it by the ones you fucking hate. Is all I can say to the ones who want to do it.
Dave, I'm going to take this quickly.
Go on.
All right, Del. Did you get sentenced?
Cool. So yeah, there you go. It is what it is. Whether it's the right move or the wrong move, who fucking knows? You know what I mean? Everyone got moving in the end, I presume. No one sat there now, are they?
Like, can I phone you back in a bit? Because I'm on a live.
Yeah.
9. I'll phone you back.
Come on and
9.
discuss what they're discussing if it's that important. We
Yeah.
can all have a fucking chipping, can't we?
Yeah. Okay. You're not in prison, are you? You're not in prison.
Oh, someone's got nicked by
I don't know, but I don't know. All right. Yeah. All right then. Ta-da.
I'm on a live. Yeah. I love these people when you go like that. You go, I'm really busy. They go, yeah, I just want to say.
No, Dave, this guy, he's ex-military, and he got in a bit of bother. No, this does make a difference because he was somebody I was in the homeless hostel with, and he's very close, and he was facing a prison sentence, and I've been trying to get hold of him since he went for sentencing in Crown Court, and
what today?
I couldn't get hold of him. Yeah, so I didn't know if he was going down.
Listen, right, listen. He went for sentencing today at Crown Court.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'll give you a little clue. Yeah, if he'd have been sentenced,
he wouldn't be phoning
you.
No,
it takes you. Look, it takes you a minimum of 6 days before you can get on the phone.
You're not listening to me.
Did you know that?
He was sentenced September the 9th, and only today he's getting back to me. So, and I thought he'd been in prison because I couldn't get hold of him, and I've been phoning different numbers. So now today he's come back, hence why I took the call. So I want to take it to make sure he was all right. So
I never told you what he got sentenced.
No, because I cut him off. I've just cut him off. I said, look, I'm cutting you off because I'm on a live, and I'll speak to you at 9. He got sentenced
9 days ago.
9 days ago. Don't know what sentence.
And he didn't phone you up and say, Clive, I've just been sentenced, and this is what I got.
No, he didn't, mate. And I don't expect that. All right. So I didn't expect that from him because he only phones in a blue moon. So and once he phoned me, I picked it up because he's another one who's got major problems and avoids them, and he avoids talking to people. So when he does phone him, I didn't want to miss that.
He's just in the mood to phone you.
Yeah, and he's probably in the mood to talk about what happened because he still hasn't covered that yet. So and sometimes we've got to say, yeah, okay, let's have a look. Like we keep saying, sharing's caring. Yeah, so I'm going to be phoning him 9:05. I'll find out what went on with him. And we go from there. He's had some bother where he lived. He had a lot of drug addicts around the area, and he went out with a baseball bat. And the police, he'd been reporting them to the police, reporting it. His missus had a smack in the face off one of them, and he went out and he went absolutely ballistic. And the police turned up and they arrested him instead.
Yeah, that's what they do. I had that, if you remember, with my lad when he bought his first ground floor apartment. They were down the alleyway at the back of his apartment at night, jacking up on heroin, and he was worried because he'd just had a little baby, my grandson.
Yeah, I remember you saying down the dark alley.
He had the same thing. He phoned the council, he phoned the police, and they basically said, "There's not a lot we can do. We can't be there all the time."
And it's sad, man. It's sad because that's society.
I went down there, and funny enough, the police turned up then.
Yeah. Nigel Spencer's just come on. Bella's home. Excellent. Bella's home.
How's your coffee maker nice? Your nice new glass coffee maker.
Yeah. And he had the coffee as well.
And your free coffee. How's your free coffee and your free coffee maker?
It away. You know what I mean? Liberties.
Slippery fingers.
Fucking slippery fingers. I'll have his fingers, let me tell you. We've got a bill. He's got a bill with him.
Spencer's, mate.
I tell you, he's got a bill going with him. An FD bill.
I've had a little bit of a spat today on Facebook. Only 3 messages from Robert. I think it's Whiting.
Is this the one?
I think he's related to Roy.
Yes. Right. Fucking.
No, Whiting.
Is this the one from down your way?
He's from Worthing, yeah, evidently. Yeah. So he says.
The spanner.
I don't know if that's supposed to worry me or anything.
No, the cock wobbler. So You know.
He wants
Well,
me
he
to
might
give
not be.
he doesn't like the he thinks that he's got comfort by using the word expletives. Why the expletives? I said, why fucking not?
Exactly.
He hasn't answered that one yet.
So, look,
he feels that he's up there.
So why doesn't he come on and let me have an evening with him?
Won't, Clive. I even actually PM'd him the link.
I like your response to it when he said no comment. Well, you have got a comment because you've just commented.
I know, mate. But he's up there. He is in his own little fucking bubble. He tried to explain to me that the government have only got one source of income, and that's taxes. And I said to him, well, you lead a very sheltered life then.
Right. If you look at one of my posts on Twitter, every time I post, I tie in a Sir Kenneth.
The problem is he doesn't like expletives, Matt, apart from that, I think. Yeah. Oh, and he doesn't like the fact that me and Clive did a live in a van and didn't really give out much information. I don't even know what the live was we were doing because we did 2 or 3 lives while Clive was
we did.
the van.
Yeah. And at the end of the day,
I'm going to fucking type in excess of 1,000 words explaining what the coup was and
well,
why won't I give him all the answers? And
if he followed us,
I might have one.
Yeah, but if he followed us or actually looked at the past post, you'd get a fucking idea. Fucking numpty. Yeah. So
now, he's one of these people who's government led or would you call it? What's the word? The word isn't government led. He likes to be wrapped in his little safety cotton wool and told you must do this and you mustn't do that, and here's the rules, and if you'd like to follow them, please, we'd be very happy with you. And so he does.
And he does what he does. Well, yeah. I tell you what, I'm just going to say,
called a yes man.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Trust me, there is a lot of them. There's a lot of people who follow like sheep, not individual.
Well, no, I don't like to use the word follow like sheep because sheep have got their fucking uses. We get to eat them, but
and we get
there's people who need to be, like when they're brought up by their parents and they're given you're given your ground rules and how you should behave and to be nice, and all that. And then he takes it that step further. That when he becomes an adult, he lets the government then take control of him.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the post today?
He feels comfort in that, you know what
I mean? But Dave, have you seen GB News today? Nigel Farage talked about Black Lives Matter. Sir Kenneth Alisi, who is the appointed Lord Lieutenant for London, so he's next to the Queen, representing her. I've met him in person, and I keep pushing it out to him on Twitter. When are you going to do something about these veterans? And every Twitter I put Ken in there but he's come out, and Farage just turned around today and said, yeah, this has come from a man who sits on as a non-board director, and he's a director of Hawaii, the Chinese company, telecommunication company.
Oh, Huawei.
So, Huawei, yeah, that's it. So, and then Farage was attacking him, and he said, well, it seems to be the corporates are well into our establishments. And yeah, we've been saying that for a long time.
Jim Wild just put up a blinder. Absolute fucking blinder. I love Jim Wild's comments.
Right, let's have a look.
The fucking blinder.
There was a government poll
earlier.
Right, I need to get my glasses.
Folks would be happy to house refugees. Jim's answer was, I might consider it if the government gave me what it's paying the hotels to house those folks. Fucking hell, mate. I wouldn't mind to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind half of that money.
David,
I could fit a bat's head out the back.
David,
well happy.
They've only got to take.
I'll get bunk heads in me.
David, they've only got to take him to Surrey Heath. Take him to Surrey Heath. All them big houses.
Don't want them. They've already said that.
Okay, now. Oh yeah.
Just to get on the Surrey Heath thing for a second. The last couple I spoke to, I'd like to say, the gentleman, obviously, he was maybe in his late 60s, early, might be 70, as much as 70. And he sat there with his wife, proper old school fella with the old, both arms, like the old Navy tattoos, you know what I mean? Black ink.
Ex-Welsh Guard.
I was chatting away to him, and people wanted me to speak to other people, and I couldn't because I was listening to so much of this couple. Yeah. And I asked them a few questions. And they asked what we was there for. They think me and you have been there so often. They thought we were regulars. They thought we were locals. Bless them. And I said to the lady, I said, "Have you got any kids?" And she said, "Yes," because they clearly come from the working class. Yeah, because there are some of those people in Surrey Heath. Yeah,
but David,
Surrey Heath.
Go on. The gentleman is ex-Welsh Guard, and he was serving in Pembroke.
I know. So I said to the lady about, "Have you got kids?" And she said, "Yes." And I thought, right, here we go. I'm going to have her now. And I said, "Do they? Are they still at home?" She went, "No, they're not at home anymore." I said, "Oh, do they live Are they live in the village? Do they?" And she had this look of thunder on her face, and she said, "No." And I knew that was coming. And I said, "Oh, and why is that? And what's the reason, Clive?"
Because they couldn't afford to live there. They couldn't afford to rent or buy houses there.
Yeah.
Which was a sad thing.
Which is pretty much the same for anyone, no matter where they live.
Yeah.
Unless it happens to be somewhere where you can buy a street of property for about 30 grand.
Yeah, and that was the saddest part of it.
Terrible, mate. Terrible.
Well, David, what about the people who run the cafe and everything? They were brilliant people there.
Lovely. Funny enough, the geezer that runs the cafe, 10 years Remy.
Yeah.
The geezer that's got the lease on it. Yeah, 10 years Remy. Really nice fella, nice people. And everyone that was there out of those that turned up, well, you started the ball rolling. Everyone helped him clear up at the end of the day. And his words were, "A lot of you are ex-services, didn't you?" I went, "Yeah, some of us are." He went, "Yeah, I can tell." He said, "Because I only knew lot would actually get up." He said, "No one's ever done this before." They were folding up tables and chairs and all that because it was getting late for him, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Because he allowed to stay there for an extra hour, which was nice.
I tell you what pissed me off that afternoon when we got late in the evening. The bins were overfilling. The girls were flat out.
Oh no!
And people were just chucking, and they could see these bins were overfilling, and they were leaving their cups
leave the whole table covered in it, so that people that come along had to clear it up.
It annoyed me because it only takes 2 minutes to push everything down in the bin. It's a beautiful area, and like we said, we wouldn't go there, and we wouldn't actually take the piss. We wouldn't set fires in the middle of the field. All right. And
when we heard the kids had football matches in the morning, and they've got quite a big, I mean, in excess of 100 kids they've got that play football there, that practice on a Saturday to play their games on a Sunday. And when we've realised that, that's when we decided to go and find a campsite.
Yeah, and it was. And because at the end of the day,
you know what I mean? You don't want to affect kids, do you, in any way?
No, not at all. You know, not at all.
It ain't their fault. They're the ones you're doing it for at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're the future.
They are the future.
You know, they are the future. And I tell you what, Pauline's just made a good point. There, you only have to look at Glastonbury or Blackpool Beach, Glastonbury after the festival. How people just leave so much shit behind.
You know? I know. Yeah, well. Most places. Did you see that fella in Leeds at the Leeds Festival about a week or so ago?
With all the tents and all the sleeping bags, all the rubbish.
Thousands of fucking tents. You know what I mean?
But
who goes out and pays $24.99 or $34.99 or $49.99, whatever it comes to for a tent, and goes? I suppose if it's 4 of you and you've gone, "Oh, it's a tenner each. Fuck it, leave it. We'll buy another one for the next one." But it makes no sense. But that's the consumerism society, isn't it? Is the disposable society that we've brought up. You know what I mean?
We've created. We've created this society of value of money. I tell you what, they don't know the value of money at the moment.
Beds and settees.
I'm flipping heck, mate. They don't know the value of money at the moment, but they will do in the next few months. Fucking inflation goes up.
I was doing some work today, ready for. I just got the end of years through.
Yeah.
And, so corporation tax has gone up 25%.
I tell you,
25%. It's gone up. It's gone up 25%.
Yeah,
25%.
But the big companies will get away with paying nothing because they're in Ireland, they're offshore, they've set it up so they're in, and it's going to be the small businesses, and them small businesses start folding over because packaging's going up, everything's going up. Yeah. So, you know, we won't have. I tell you what.
But you know, national insurance payments.
Yeah.
Have gone up 1.25%. I keep trying to tell everyone it's not a 1.25. It's actually a 2.5% rise because your employer chips into that. It's gone up 1.25% for employees as well. So that's a double hike there. You've got another hike now in corporation tax of 25 fucking percent. How the fuck can you put something up 25%? If I put everything up 25%, the shop would shut in a month.
But don't forget, universal credit is stopped as well.
That's coming backwards, yeah.
What the minister turned around and said, Coffee, I think her name is. She said, "Oh yeah, we've taken £20 from you, but that's easily adjustable. Just do 2 hours extra a week to everybody." Well, hang on. There's no work. There's one, and then it's not £20. It's 2 hours a week. It's 7 hours a week. Because when you go over your time on universal credit, they start taking money off you. 63 pence they take off when you start doing the hours.
There's a lot of jobs being advertised at the moment.
Yeah.
And they're all minimum wage, and they're all within the catering industry, pubs and restaurants, and that sort of thing, and cafes.
And I tell you what, Dave, we're recruiting within the construction industry. The courses I'm doing, we've got a lot of people coming from hospitality coming into construction because construction at this moment in time, the money's okay. At this moment in time, you know. So
what was I telling you when I took you around Horsham?
Yeah, oh mate, what a beautiful place. But like you said, you know, there's a lot of shops closing. There's a lot of to let signs to rent, and there's a lot of
shops that are opening.
But they're cafeterias. They're cafeterias.
And why is that, Clive? And why is that?
Because plenty of people are going to have some free time.
People are going to have lots of free time, mate. Trust me. They won't have a lot of fucking money, but they will have lots of free time. Yeah,
definitely. Fire protection's quite. I tell you what, I'm surprised with that, Jonathan. Fire protection's quite quiet, especially after Grenfell. 5 years in, the fire safety is actually being looked at quite a lot. I'm surprised with that, actually. Fire protection's quiet. Bloody hell. But Dave, let's go back another step. Piers Corbyn, he actually started talking about the companies, the small companies are going to be taken out and the bigger companies are going to take over. But Piers Corbyn made a good point there. And a lot of people don't like Piers Corbyn, but what I feel he's absolutely a brilliant guy. David,
you know why they don't like him, don't you?
Yeah.
Because they listen to hearsay and bullshit.
Do you wanna share the because look, David always says he's done a suit. If you want to check something out, ask fucking direct.
Yeah, of course you do. Go
listen to this.
Mouth. He said he'd do it on a live. He said he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He said he has actually done. I think. Yeah. He has. He's done it. He's done a video of it. Funny enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said to Piers Corbyn, I said, listen, and I got him on his own. I mean, everyone was there around the field and all that, but he's on his own. I went over to him. I said, listen, Piers, I want to ask you a personal question about your own personal business. And you should ask people in a polite manner when you want to ask personal stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll either say yes or no. And he said, yeah, go on, fire away. Because he'll either answer what you're going to say, or he'll say, I don't want to answer it and fuck off, or however he would put that, phrase that.
Yeah.
And I said to him, it's about the £10,000, Piers, that I've heard about. That everybody keeps going on. I knew it was £10,000 and I knew it was Monopoly money. I knew all that bit because I'd seen, I presumed that that's what it was. But I wanted to get to the fucking crux of the matter and what was it, and hear it from the fucking horse's mouth, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he said, you want to know about it? I said, yeah, I do. He said, from the beginning? I said, yeah, right from the beginning, right through.
Yeah, and you were there for a while.
I'm going to give you a bit of an abridged version. But basically, he got an email from somebody that said, we'd like to fund you. We'd like to give you, we know you spend a lot of money on your leaflets and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, what you do costs money. And we'd like to give you a donation of £10,000. And he thought, fucking hell, that's nice. Which anybody would. Trust me, if someone emailed me and said, Dave, I want to give you 10 grand, I'd go, yeah, where should we meet?
Definitely.
Yeah, fucking 10 grand is a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? £100 is a lot of money.
Especially when you look at the leaflets he's printing all the time.
Yeah, quality and fucking tens of thousands of them. So anyway, he responded to that email and they arranged to meet. And when he got there, they said, we want to do an interview with you before we give you the money. And he said, yeah, that's all right, no problem. And they did a 45-minute interview.
Yeah.
And he said, so what? He said basically what they said was that they were part of, the money was going to come from companies such as, the money was given to them, they got hold of the money via people like AstraZeneca, fucking whatever the other vax companies are, and it was some money that they'd managed to get together off of them for certain things. And basically what they were saying is they were going to rob the fucking they're robbing the fucking sheriff of Nottingham, and they're going to give the money to Robin Hood, being Piers Corbyn. That's how they phrased it. Yeah. And he thought, this is a bit fucking strange, but am I bothered? He said, I said, well, you're not doing anything illegal up to now, are you? I can understand that. Listen, if fucking Boris Johnson wanted me give me money to fucking get Boris Johnson thrown out, I'd take the money. Of course I would, or one of his mates. So anyway, so there's nothing illegal about that, or untoward. So fair enough. The money's coming from, it's not fucking money that they've got off some drug dealer. So everything's all right there in my mind. Yeah. So then they said, and this is all on interview, evidently, right? Well, it is. It's on a 45-minute interview. Yeah. Or film, film set up. So then they said, what we'd like to do is we'd like you to do a bit of a talk back on certain things. We're going to ask you certain questions, and we want to get your response, which he did, and about what he was doing and different things. And so in the end, and then at the end of it, Piers said, well, thank you very much indeed, and where's the fucking money? And they said, here you are. And they gave him a brown envelope, and he was in a public place, where they did the interview. So he wanted to. You're not going to open up a fucking envelope and go through it.
Definitely.
So he stuck the envelope in his bag, and off he went home.
Yeah.
And he got indoors, and he opened up the envelope, and lo and behold, it's £10,000 fucking pound in Monopoly money. Oh, Monopoly fucking hilarious. So then what they did was they released the interview, a 45-minute interview. They cut, and it's clearly cut because I've watched it. It's fucking edited to fucking pieces. And you wouldn't have to know anything about editing to know that it's stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Yeah. And they took little snippets of what he said out and made a 45-second clip. Yeah. And that's how it came about. I don't even see it as fucking half funny, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I don't. It's all right. He was had. Fucking yippity doo. No one has been. He's the first one to be had, is he? I fucking know people got had a lot worse. And I know people who've lost. I know somebody who lost. Fuck me. Someone tell me they wouldn't turn up and someone said, listen, I've got 10 grand for you to help you with your bills or whatever you're doing. You wouldn't
Dave,
turn up. You go, oh, no, I don't believe you, and I'm not coming.
Dave, I escorted a woman to
I'd be
Rome.
fucking running there.
David, I escorted a woman to Rome. They had diamonds. We took them in. We took them to Rome. She was told we were gonna go to the bank and they were gonna give her 500,000 in euros for these diamonds. She went, and I said to her, "Don't you go to that bank? You make sure it comes from the teller's machine. It goes through the machine, and it gets put in the brown envelope." And we had people across the street ready for when she come out. And I said, "But you make sure it comes off the teller, and it goes through the machine, the counting machine, because the counting machine, it counts for fraudulent money. It kicks it up straight away." And she said, yeah. So they took her into the bank. She was intercepted by somebody working in the bank. They took her in, or dressed as if they were actually from the bank. They took her into a room and they give her a brown envelope, mate. 500,000 euro notes. And she come over and she was smiling like a Cheshire cat. And I seen her come over, so we put people around her. I went into the cafe. As I was in the cafe, she walked in and I said, "Give me the brown envelope. Give me that brown envelope." And she went, "What?" I said, "Give me the brown envelope." And there was something not right. The guy was trying to, he started walking further off as we were getting closer to the way. So I was like, "Let's stop this." So we tried to, by the time we done it, mate, they had the cars there, and it was actually Eastern Europeans who done it. And what they done, they put counterfeit money in an envelope. And as soon as I opened the envelope, felt the money, I went, "It's counterfeit, fucking counterfeit, let's go." Mate, the Eastern Europeans were out of there. And I said to her, we sat down, I said, "You've just lost 10 diamonds, 500,000 euros. And she went, "You what?" And I said to her, I said, "Did you put it through the teller's machine? Did you follow everything I told you to do?"
Yeah, no, they never.
And she went, "No." And she didn't do it because the thought of this money. She sees a couple of £50 notes.
Listen,
and that was it.
But the good news with Piers, the 10 grand, it wasn't like he lost 10 grand, has he? He just never got the 10 grand that he thought he was getting.
But what they tried to do was
fucking knickers to that.
Knickers. And what they tried to do was blacken his name, because a lot of people assume.
Of course it is.
Because I've heard people say, "Oh, Piers Corbin took 10,000."
Matt just said, "Bloody hell, 45 minutes for 45 seconds." The reason why they did 45 minutes is so they could clip it.
That's it,
Matt.
Yeah.
They couldn't have done it in 5 or 10 minutes because they wouldn't have got the words out of his mouth, different words that they could fucking coddle together.
They already knew
he was saying something completely different to what he was actually saying.
Yeah, and they already knew
what they won't play the whole fucking interview.
But they already knew what they wanted to script, and they scripted 45 minutes. They knew the questions. They were prepared.
They were in front, weren't they?
Exactly. So, and that's how it works. All right. But everybody then assumes, "Ooh, that's got to be real because it's on social media."
Yeah.
You know, and it is wild. My mother just said,
for someone who's supposed to have 130,000 in fucking GoFundMe payments, he drives a fucking old car.
I tell you.
Fuck me, it's an N-Reg fucking Vauxhall. It's a first time round Astra. He's been to the fucking moon and back, and it looks like he's been to the moon and back.
I tell you what,
fair play to him. It goes forwards, it goes backwards, it stops and starts. You know what I mean?
And I take my hat off to him because he's out there. He's out there all the time, and I tell you what,
mate, non-stop.
And I'll tell you, he is he's an inspiration. Because I sit there and I talk to him, and we are lucky to have a close relationship with him. Because we sit and we talk about all types of things, and I love him to bits. And he's, when I first met him,
I'll say
I've done what everybody does.
Enough. He's just this geezer I see today was he coated a few people off, you know, called them shills.
Yeah.
And funny enough, the fella, bearing in mind the fella's had 11 bans so far this year. He's just finished another 30-day ban. So what he's doing is going well, isn't it?
And that's it, you know. Look, no, this weekend went well. Even Pierce said, you know,
he can't stand his brother, Annie. He can't stand. Funny enough, he was talking about his family because something about hand-me-downs. It was that they all got they all like people did back then. I mean, Piers has got to be he's got to be 70, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to be 70
anyway.
I would have thought.
But yeah, no, he's they're not the best of friends.
I tell you what, there's no blood spilt there, mate. Let me tell you, they are absolute. There's there's a lot. Sorry, there's a lot of blood spilt there because.
And he does admit. He did admit actually when I was speaking to him. I think he did it to you on a live. Funny enough, when you was doing a live in that park, that he has made fucking stupid statements and fucking got things wrong.
No, he openly admitted to that when we done a live. He said to us, because you were back and forth, and he said, "I'm not perfect. I've done some things."
He did. He did. But there's a lot of people out there that think they fucking are.
Yeah.
Like Robert.
There is. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
And nobody's perfect. Nobody's a perfect person. You know. So, but it was good, and we went to the office. We done a talk at the office. And then we went around our big house, and like we said, mate, the police weren't even ready for us. I tell you what, this weekend was an opportunity, golden opportunity missed. I firmly believe. We had a good time, though.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a good time. And I tell you another one, good one. It's the same faces all the time. Mary come down.
Yeah.
It's good to catch
Mary
up with John. And Tony and Cassie. Good to catch up with them as well.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend. So
there's a lot of people who said they were coming and didn't turn up.
Yeah, there was a lot of people who said they were supporting and bringing, and that's why we don't do group things, because look,
I know.
Groups,
it's on them then, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It is.
I like it to be on the individual. You know what I mean? I had do all this group bollocks. It's not for me.
I had individuals phoning me up and saying, "Yeah, I'm bringing people with me, and I'm doing this, and we're going to do the one I'm disappointed with is because they're on about common law, and they go on about common law, and I say common law. Yeah, but I say common law. I teach health and safety management. And under the Health and Safety Work Act 1974, and then you've got 400 regulations. They're statutes. They are actual law created by the Houses of Commons and the Houses of Parliament. And I teach people about common law, and we say common law is if there's a conflict between statute law and common law, statute law takes.
Oh, there you are. He's 74, Matt's just said. Thank you, Matt.
74, lad, yeah. So I was disappointed because I wanted to see the common law work. I wanted to get to know more about it. Although we had Cassie there with us, she didn't want to enter that conversation with me at that point. We're going to meet up in the future and we're going to talk about it.
She says it takes a lot. It's not a 5-minute conversation, which it obviously isn't. It's not something I'm particularly interested in myself.
I love law. I love it. So I would like to.
But I like the stuff where the judges can put you down. You know what I mean? I'm more interested in getting off of that.
I tell you, and that's the thing. I want to see common law working on statute law in a courtroom where somebody's done something, and again done for criminal law.
I was told we was going to see it in action on Saturday.
Well, yeah, right.
And I never.
No. And that's the only thing I was disappointed.
Guardian 300 are coming. You'll be safe. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Or members of Guardian 300 will be there. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Great. Well done.
And I see a geezer today, funny enough, the same fella. He called Corbyn a nonce.
Who did?
That's a favourite word now if you don't like someone, isn't it? I'll
Everybody
call him a nonce. Get on their tits.
Yeah. you know,
So
let's have a
I
look at
see
the
someone
evidence.
called Say It down there on a Facebook thing.
Called Say what?
A nonce.
Say was there with us. Say,
I
yeah,
know.
he was good.
But I see someone call him that.
Yeah,
It's, I think it's supposed to get your back up.
yeah, you know. This, mate.
I think the word nonce, which isn't, if people actually knew what it's not a harsh word, funny enough, it ain't. It's for
No,
people
and
who can't go out. It was brought out from, it comes from when people weren't allowed out. It was well before the Rule 43 day, and
yeah, yeah,
or people on protective custody, and it was put on people's doors for not on
yeah.
ordinary courtyard exercise, which
Right.
meant it was someone who was going to be attacked for whatever reason, not
Yeah,
necessarily because they were a paedophile, but because
yeah.
I mean people who owe people money for canteen
Money.
and that sort of stuff goes on. If you owe someone money for canteen or for some
Yeah,
drugs or something, it will get out of hand, because a five is a fiver or a ten is a tenner. It's like fucking a fiver is £500 in prison. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And you will get your head kicked in for it, and it will be by
yeah,
a group of fucking fellas. So that's why they get that put on. If the screws heard that you were under some sort of attack or
yeah,
possibly under some kind of threat of violence,
yeah. Alan Merritt's just put this up.
not forthcoming,
That's
misinterpretation. Yeah.
yeah, true.
And so anyway, the
Dirty
word
word.
nonce is battered about, I was going to say, just like the
Yeah,
word racist now. They've absolutely lost their complete fucking meaning. They don't
meaning.
mean fucking nothing.
Yeah. Well, and that's the problem. Words are used freely today, mate. They haven't got no meaning behind them.
Yeah. The
You know.
context has totally gone on most words,
Yeah, yeah. You
even
know.
the expletives.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and that's. But yeah. So this week, I'm a couple of weekends off now, Dave. My mother's coming down to see us as well. So that's ahead
I'm
of
looking
us.
forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it. And she's coming down for a few weeks, so
Yeah,
we're going to do that. We're probably going to pick it up, mate. We'll go to North Wales to pick it up.
that'll be handy. What's
I'll hire
coming back in the back of the van?
No, I'll hire a car. I'll hire a nice little
Right.
car to go there, mate.
Oh,
We might have to go to. I tell you what, we might have to do is order a luxury car for the weekend, mate. Pick it up and then from Heathrow. I've got a Eurocar, haven't I? So I'll go and pick up one of these prestigious. No, I'll go to Heathrow, pick up a prestigious car just to give her some luxury.
Oh, just coming on the train.
No, we go to North Wales to pick it up in a car.
What are you going on about fucking Heathrow for? Or am I
Because
missing?
I'll go pick up one of these posh cars. And I'll hire it for a weekend.
Okay.
You can drive, and I'll sit in the back.
Like a fucking chauffeur.
Right, what's that? Easy thing to label people with. It was usually if someone came into prison owed
an existing prisoner, the existing prisoner may use establishment networking on the wing to inform them that he is a nonce, thus freeing him from any threat.
Yeah. So, and Nigel knows that as well, just like yourself. You know, Nigel's been a bad boy in his time. So, you know, Saturday the 18th.
Bad boy, I just got caught.
So, Alan, we get it. Saturday the 18th, then Glasgow on the 22nd till the 29th. Well done, mate. I tell you, we were thinking about Glasgow. Nah, at the end of the day, I'm having a break now. That's it. Have a bit of a break. We're going to do what everybody else does.
Need a break. We got to have a break.
And we're going to do what everybody else does. At the end of the day, sit back, chill out. Who gives a shit? It's out of our control.
Back a bit. We can't go to. Alan asked us earlier if we would go to Rampton, which is on the 9th, unfortunately, and it's 239 miles away, and it doesn't start till 12. We've got to be in Catford at 2 o'clock, 1400 hours.
Yeah, that's a prior appointment. We've got quite
a helicopter. We'll never make it.
I tell you what, your diary is quite full, actually.
I know. If we weren't doing that on the 9th, then and that's already booked, and we can't get out of that 9th trip. I'm flying away.
We have actually talked. Yeah, we have talked about Glasgow, so we haven't put it out to the book yet. So because Glasgow, I don't mind
sharing. What I do is I do what I say to other people. If you can't get involved in something,
share it,
i.e., physically, share it out.
Get it out there.
And that's the thing. Because if I share it and it means that just one other person goes where I can't, then it's worth the share. In my humble opinion.
What dates? 22nd, 29th, and 18th. September. That's September, Alan, yeah? September, that, isn't it?
What's that for?
I fancy Glasgow. I don't know why. I know some people in Glasgow. I fancy Glasgow. Let's have a look at that, shall we? We'll have a look at that. So what else has been going on, Dave?
Is that the one Shane's going to?
You are?
Is that the one Shane's going up to with Queenie, I think?
I think it is, yeah. That's the one we were talking about.
Yeah, Shane's already all booked up for that. He's been saving like a little squirrel.
Yeah, and we talked about it on the weekend. We were going to have a little bit of a day out, weren't we, or weekend out. So.
Oh, there you go. The 18th Leeds, the 25th Glasgow.
Yeah. Leeds. Oh, Leeds. I've got to go Leeds.
My advice to anyone: if you can't make it and you still want to support these things, I don't profess to know everything about Melaine Shaw because I do understand that she was a whistleblower, and I've read that much about it, and that she's basically been stitched up through the mental health system.
Yeah,
and that much I do understand.
Look, and the mental health system.
They do it, you know what I mean? So, because I've had it
the mental health system.
Funny enough.
The mental health system
is a fucking box of frogs. I'm not man enough to be in a fucking mental health unit. In fact, I'm too fucking mad for them because they couldn't get rid of me quick enough.
Oh, they wanted you out there straight away, didn't they?
Yeah. I would want myself out of there straight away if I was running it, to be honest with you.
Hey, they want to sit in the fucking car with you all weekend.
So get over.
They want to sit in the car with you all weekend, in that van with you all weekend.
I know. Somebody said that to me today. They said, "Where's Clive? Is Clive all right?" I said, "I don't think he's all right because he's had fucking 2 nights and 3 days of me." I said, "He's probably in a darkened room somewhere, fucking laying down, being peaceful."
What does that say about me, or Dave? I must be fucking mad as an actor.
You've got to be fucking mental, mate.
Fucking hell, you know. But
anyway,
no, we had a good time. We had a good time. And we didn't have
2 nights and 3 days of it. I get it 24/7.
And I tell you what, we didn't eat so much food. And the last thing is, the van, you're a bastard for this. Because you've left so much sweets on my top shelf. I'm driving down the road, I'm like this. Oh, what's up there?
Fucking cans of Coke, clacky, all sorts is up there, mate.
Fucking, you got everything up there. And I'm like that.
Why did you build? I can't remember the name of them. They've got a fucking stupid name. Those nuts in the little shells that they sell, that they put in fucking posh fucking bars.
Cashew nuts.
No, they're not cashew nuts. They're not fucking cashew nuts.
No, they're not. What are they called?
They got a posher name than that, mate. Cashew nuts. What sort of posh bars do you frequent?
No, they're not cashew nuts, mate. They're nice, so.
They got a posh name. They stick them in the fucking trendy bars around the West End and that, and they come in those stupid shells. They just nip them open, and you got a nut. No, they're not monkey nuts either.
No, they're not pistachio nuts. Are they pistachio?
In Richmond.
What are they? Yeah, they're pistachio.
That's it. The fucking the word that doesn't make any sense. Go on, pronounce that one, Clive.
Pistachio nuts.
Pistachio.
Pistachio. Fucking, I don't care. They taste nice.
Why would you write it in such a fucking way? I know what we'll do. We'll call them pistachio.
Hey!
That looks nothing fucking like it. See how the kids get on with that in their first English lesson.
But they're quite nice, Steve.
What a waste of fucking letters that is.
Anyway, Ian Briggs is on. Mr. Briggs, hope everything's going all right. Give us some love, hearts, please. You are?
Give my love to Julia, Ian, please.
Yeah, give us our love to Julia. I'll give you a ring later. Therefore, you know. So, you know, we've all got to look after each other as well. That's the big thing. Definitely. And don't forget, as David said, David keeps saying it, family first.
I know. My teacher used to say to me, "You've spelt that wrong." I said, "No, I haven't. I've just not wasted fucking letters."
I tell you what, that was in the early mate, them nuts are beautiful.
I couldn't be arsed with it.
You left a load of Red Bull in the car as well, David.
I know. You won't drink that. Just leave it there. Yeah, because like, you know, all these fucking THIRE and THEIR and THRRE and all that fucking bollocks. Listen, stop wasting fucking I's and E's, for fuck's sake, please. I before it, except after seeing all that. Who come up with that fucking bollocks?
But
I used to drive my grammar teacher mental at grammar school. I used to drive him absolutely nuts. Because I did it, I said you have to use common sense. Fuck Oxford and his dictionary, whoever he is.
Ian, I'll give you a ring in a bit because, yeah, all right. His missus is still in, so let's see what happens.
Right, well, phone him up, Clive, and let me know, please.
I'll let you know straight away, mate. All right, so
I've been thinking about it a lot.
So, what's the plans this week, Goldilocks?
Oh, there you go, look.
Yeah, thumbs up. Brilliant.
Nigel,
what's the score this week? Right, let's have a look. You left the coffee and percolator in Alan's. Yeah, but look, I don't give a shit, Nigel, because I give it to you. I give you the coffee. You handed it over. So you gifted it for him giving you the mobile home. Because me and David didn't sleep in the bastard mobile home, did we?
Fuck me, mate. You fucking sleeping like that? Are you mental?
He parked it up, fucking lopsided. You got in it, you were like this. You know? So that's it. Yeah. Charge us removal fee. Removal fee for what? We didn't leave anything in that.
What I'm going to do now?
Go on.
I'm going to tidy up my paperwork. I've decided. Because I pay $13.99 a month for Netflix.
What?
I bet I don't watch 6 fucking films a year.
Get it off, bud. Get it off. I'll come and see me. I've got something better for you. No, I'll sort it out.
The systems in through the shop.
Fucking I know you do.
8,999 fucking movie channels in every language you want, and I think it's 120 quid. That includes a Fire Stick, and then it's £20 a year.
I tell you what. Have you just seen what Alan? Have you just seen what Alan's put on the screen?
Alan Fozzie.
Yeah.
I'll make sure it gets well used. Well done, Alan. Well done, mate. Alan. I'm on your side, Alan. Well done,
Alan.
Alan, teach him, Mr. Forgetful.
Alan, I'm gonna say it. All right. Thank you very much for the weekend, because you made our fucking night on Friday night.
We need more fucking Nigels in the world, mate. They were the crack. Fucking what a crack, mate.
On Friday night, we pulled into bag shot. Armed police everywhere.
2 o'clock, fucking deck.
Dog.
He's reversing his camper van. Past the armed response vehicle. All right.
But then, that exhaust pipe punching up and down on the road.
Fucking brilliant.
And then the best thing was on Saturday morning when we climbed down on pit and we looked at his front tyre.
I was doing that in the morning on the side of the van.
And his front tyre was like slicks.
Like a giant rocking horse.
When we looked at his front tyre, fucking hell, look at that. It's like slicks. And he went, oh, I didn't know what.
Right, Clive, listen, mate. I have got to fucking shoot because I've got a few odds and ends to do. Because I'm a bit fucking slow this morning getting stuff done.
Hey, just before you go, Alan, this is Alan's response to that fucking. I tell you what, right, Twin Towns. If you watch Twin Towns, all right.
I know, they did. They did stop the wrong motor. I know.
Them two were Twin Towns with the fucking ice cream van. It was worse than the ice cream van. And this is Alan's response.
With all those Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz, yeah.
Fucking Hot Fuzz it was on Friday night. Hot
but this is
fuzz, mate.
Dave, this is Alan's response. Look. The old Bill.
I know, the old
thick
Bill
as two short planks.
Stopped the wrong vehicle. I know, they did.
They stopped. That's not them.
They're thick as fuck. Absolutely thick as fuck.
So anyway, everybody,
we'll stop the people in the vehicle who are clearly fucking drinking pots of tea and orange juice.
Yeah.
But it's not like you had a small fucking orange juice. You had a fucking pint of the stuff, and it's orange.
But he had
but he had a pint of vodka and orange.
But David, Alan had a can of Thatcher's on the windows on his fucking front window.
Can of beer on a fucking dashboard, for fuck's sake. What do you want to do? Put a big fucking sign on the side. What, this fucking brewery or something? Fuck me, mate. Oh no, we'll leave them. They're clearly drinking. Let's go after the fucking tea and orange juice drinkers.
I tell you.
And then they got lost. Channeling in my system or something. Why anyway, fucking asked if I'd been drinking? Have either of you two been drinking? What the fuck's it got to do with the passenger?
that's the best one. And then he turned around and he went,
I thought, is he fucking on drugs?
And then he said,
what was he drinking? What bit of the controls have I got over this side, officer? What, the fucking glove compartment, is it?
But Dave, when I said to him, I'll get out and I'll blow the breathalyzer. It's no need, I can't smell no alcohol.
Of course you fucking can't. He's drinking orange juice, I'm drinking tea, you stupid fucking backward half-wit. Fucking hell. Bring back Hendon, for God's sake.
We've got to go, Al, now in a minute, but I'm going to put this one up. Alan's just said, glad we give you a laugh. Yeah, you fucking did give us a laugh, let me tell you. Fucking hell. That little adventure. Fuck's sake.
Right.
You know. Anyway, we've got to go. And that was that.
Here we go, sideways on.
Terry McGrath, he's just me out anyway. So I've got to give him a ring. Anyway, for those of you who... Go on, Dave, say it.
For those of you who don't love me, I still love you. Even backward fucking Robert in Worthing.
Good night.